Hey everybody, Errol here. Since July 10th is Ultraman Day, I wanted to talk a little bit about my own history with the Ultra series. So it all started when I was about 4 years old. The first show in the Ultra series that I saw was Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad, which was an American adaptation of the Tsuburaya production show Gridman, which Gridman is Tsuburaya's giant hero meant for the digital age. He's kind of like an antivirus type hero. He fights against computer monsters that are hacking into different systems. In some ways it's actually very similar to stuff that happens later on in Digimon. A lot of the stuff that happens and how those viruses and those monsters affect electronics. And then it's not very easy to find, at least in good quality, so hopefully it gets a Blu-ray release again, or not again, a Blu-ray release soon, but I don't know. And then the original Gridman is available on the Toku streaming service. Unfortunately, it doesn't have great subtitles, but those also have their own entertainment value, kind of, if you can stand them. Moving on from that, my first exposure to an actual Ultraman show was the 4Kids dub of Ultraman Tiga, which was airing on the Fox box at the time I was watching it. I don't think they ever finished it, and it's another thing that's hard to find the complete run of. I don't know how many episodes they actually produced. And it's also kind of weird with tone, because they weren't sure whether to go serious with it or make more of a gag dub. So there's this weird inconsistent humor throughout. But if you like the voice actors from 4Kids, it's pretty fun. Then after that, skip to way later, in high school, I had forgotten that Ultraman Tiga was called Ultraman Tiga, and I bought Volume 1 of the original Ultraman, thinking it was Ultraman Tiga. So once I had watched a little bit of it, I was like, oh, this isn't what I thought it was. And so then I just had it for a long time and eventually lost it. I do plan on watching that series eventually. Anyway, my next experience with the Ultra series wasn't until 2018 with SSSS Gridman, which is actually probably one of my favorite anime series of all time, as well as my favorite anime series of 2018. Kind of a continuation of the Gridman series, even though it's all new characters besides Gridman himself, really, and the villain Alexis Carib, who I believe is the same as Kylo Khan, or I forgot the Japanese name from Gridman. And then after that, I didn't really watch anything for a while until the Ultraman anime, based on the manga, that's a sequel to the original series, came out on Netflix. Season 1 is great. They just uploaded a trailer for Season 2, which will feature a character based on Ultraman Taro, and I'm really excited for it. I think I might read the manga, since the manga, I believe, is 14 volumes, and it's already finished. I'm not sure. I don't think all the volumes have been released in English quite yet, but you can at least read most of them right now, so that's great. Other than that, more recently, I just finished the series Ultraman Geed, which was the 2017 Ultraman series, and I absolutely loved it. Even though there's a lot of Ultraman lore behind it that to fully understand you might need to go back and watch other series and movies, they do a good enough recap of events so you don't feel completely lost. And after that, more recently, I've been actually watching Ultraman Z, which airs on YouTube every week for an international audience, and it has English subtitles, so that's great. And I believe the episodes are only up for 2 weeks and they're taken off. Also, having to do with Ultraman on streaming services, I also wrote an article regarding Hideki Kamiya's work with his Hero Trilogy, Project GG, the upcoming Ultraman-inspired game that he's working on, and all of the places you can legally stream various Ultraman series. I believe almost all Ultraman series are legally available to stream in the US, which is great. Besides that, I'm just really looking forward to more Ultraman stuff in the future. So until next time, guys, this was a little shorter than I planned. It's kind of unscripted, but you know, that's how it goes. So happy Ultraman Day, and I hope we get some really cool news.